Hello and welcome back to another episode of our Austria playthrough of EU4 with the new expansion just come out, Common Sense. If you didn't join us last time, basically our short-term goals is to add all of these provinces back into the empire. Because in the expansion, one of the things that changed is the way imperial authority. It's now a ticking modifier rather than anything that determines what you do. And you can see, because of our free cities, it ticks up. The number of princes in the empire, it ticks up. And I was struggling to work out why there was 6, but of course it is simple. You're probably all banging your heads. It does pay to read. There are currently 6 provinces in the empire under the control of non-member states or subjects of non-member states, something I missed. So obviously Holstein, that is part of the empire, and they're under Denmark, which is 1. Obviously we've got 2, 3, village 4, and of course Lorraine is in a personal union under Provence, who is not part of the empire, so that makes the 6. If I had realized that sooner in our war with Provence, I would have sieged everything and forced them to release them, but there's not much you can do at the moment. Looks like Brittany might eat them up anyway, which would be nice of them. Obviously, sooner rather than later, we're going to have to go to war with Denmark to get Holstein back. I'm just hoping it's a matter of time before Brandenburg takes Neumark for themselves, and if we do get the Corps d'Armes there, we'll be more than happy to oblige. And with the Brescia, Milan might do it, but we also border it. So I guess that's that. We are currently coring Barrios, which we took from Provence in the last episode. Bolognian is not an accepted culture. What's this? Hansa. Brandenburg. Who did you eat? Look at this. Brandenburg's, they're our friends. Let's keep it that way. Don't want to piss them off. They are part of the empire. And as far as I can tell with this, it ticks up anyway. We don't really have to keep the princes as long as, what? I imagine at 25. I'm not sure if less princes makes that so. We'll have to keep an eye on that. We need... Who are you fighting with? Ironically, when we get this one, disallow eternal HRE wars. That will mean there's always internal peace in a HRE, which gives us more. We can afford that. It will give us more imperial authority, which means that will tick up even faster. Not sure if that's how it was intended, but something that we should note. We've got 1 cog. I don't think we'll be needing you for much. So we have no manpower. Yearly prestige. There. You still in your war? You beat Sweden, did you? Loyal. If we were to die, we would not get voted. Mainz or Cologne? Who's bigger? I wonder if improving relations will be enough to flip them. How old are we at the moment? Only 35, have we got a few more years in us? We'll take that tech. Normally I wouldn't, I'd keep it for the national ideas, but we don't unlock them until admin at level 5 now, which was another change to the patch. That's fantastic. They're in a good place. Lollard heretics. England's having some trouble. Savoy. That modifier does go down, it's only plus 20 now. Oh, South Cologne's already voting for us. Let's get Mainz. Improve relations with you two. If we can flip you, we'll get the votes. I would like to have Trier as well. They're pretty close though. Pretty close. No need to be taking attrition, that's silly. Can I as the Empire not just walk through the HRE? That is a pain in the ass. But no matter what we will do is art. No diplomats. Alright. We own 20. We have a bigger presence here. That's an end node. We'll take the prestige. I'm not interested in the Pope at the moment. The papacy. Would it make sense for us to move our trade capital over here? That is a good question. What are you? You're a gooser? How much are we making for trade at the moment? 3.33 ducats. If we were to collect over here, instead of transfer from Ragusa, would that make a difference? Let the month tick over. 4.9, that makes a big difference. But now that's only 14. That's because you get interesting. That finally called. I'll kick down the speed for just a bit. Where do you flow to? Interesting. We'll unlock the admin tech. Holland is yeah. that, I thought that was Diplo Power. That must be. Oh no, it is Diplo Power. Move your trading port. It might be in our best interests to move our trading port to Holland. My apologies. If we move our trading port to Holland and then use our 2 merchants to go from Vienna here over to Champagne and then Champagne to the English Channel, would we make more money? Obviously it would be an expensive test, but obviously then we won't take the penalty for collecting in a trader that's not your home. You do own 2 of them. What if we were to go to war with England? That's interesting. They're obviously having problems with rebels. They do have a lot of men, but we would have France. Again, eating up this coast here would piss off France. And what we really want is London. Something to think about. We're still taking attrition. Our manpower is finally above 0. Genoa, who did you eat? Who's that? Ferrara. Interesting. How's Genoa? Oh, you ate into Crimea as well. I like that. Crimea's Vessel of Golden Horn. Very interesting. I think we want to be friendly with Genoa at this point. It is our goals. Good luck getting that. Obviously here we go. Look at this. Your Trier's voting for us, which is nice. There you go. So that should be 0.4 if it is indeed. And with that in mind, let's fabricate a claim on Venice, shall we? Who are you allied with? The Knights, you don't scare me. Covert actions, fabricate claim on Brescia. Okay. We can take that. We sort of want Brandenburg to take Neumark. And we want them to try again for the independence. Like, to take Denmark and Norway, yeah maybe, but to take all 3, no thank you, even with our allies, and there's not even sure. What's our mission? Salzburg. Did we not send a diplomat? Yeah, we're not that far off. May as well top that up. Improve relations. Also pick it back up to speed 4 while we wait for that to finish. Probably taking it a bit slower than I'd need to, but that's okay. The Burgundian inheritance fight France. I don't know, the big blue bob scares me. Scares me something fierce. obviously we're not going to make a move against either England or France until our royal marriages lapse. In Regency Council von Habsburg, we do have our dynasty there, which is good. All we need now is Brandenburg's king to die without an heir. Ooh, that's a good sign though. You're 40 and your heir's 39. Austria. We better take that too. Hey, if we've got a core, why not? A claim, I should say. So let's kick that down. Who are we fighting? Cyprus and Marmux. Let's do it. We're gonna take our lands back from, oh look at this, France, Brandenburg, Saxony. Take Brest, we'll make that our war goal, even though obviously it makes not much of a difference. Ooh. There we go. What's this one? Prove it. What do you have to be? At least 100? That can be done. Although in hindsight, oh I suppose it's not hindsight because it hasn't happened yet. If we were to play our cards right, we would wait until that ticks to 50. Would we not? I think we will. We'll keep that mission saved, and as soon as we pass the first reform, we'll get to work on doing that, because that 5 imperial authority would be nice. So we're going to come here and stomp the Venetian army. Speed 2 is just unbelievably slow. I don't know how people in multiplayer do it. Stomp you, then come here. We've got more morale. Look at that prestige, beautiful. Got some awful rolls though. Oh. Milan will beat us to Brescia. I suppose at the end of the day though, it ends up in the Empire, so you can't be too angry with that. Let's go. I see, they're blocking the strait. Not good, not good at all. Close you. Fantastic. Yeah, why not? Who else? Papal State. You're obviously at war with Venice too. Yes. I don't want to declare on Lorraine or Savoy, they're all members of the Empire. Interesting, we don't actually really want any of these, do we? The war was for Brescia, and it looks like Milan's going to take it for us anyway. There's no ships in the Gulf of Venice. Why can't these cross? Hostile fort. Ah. So obviously, to prevent us taking more attrition than we need to, interesting that forts. Is there a fort there? There is a castle. Interesting, and we don't have the navy to sink that, unfortunately. Denmark's finally eaten the Holstein. We'll be able to act on that. Interesting. We do want to force that. Interesting. But can that trigger without us going to war? Not too sure, to be honest. Look at the Pope, nice and big. Naples, yes, still in their personal union. You got Navarra this time. In my experience, it's about 50-50 who gets Navarra. We'll recall that diplomat. As soon as this is over, we will do that. And with that in mind, let's start improving relations with you. Making not a lot of money. But it's ticking up at a nice speed. Up to speed 4. I don't think we're going to get attacked. Let's go all the way to 5. I don't think we're going to get attacked. Venice is in trouble. I tell you what, we have awful supply. Awful supply. Too much cavalry as well. Who are our rivals actually? Venice is a rival, which means we can humiliate them. Naxos. Where are you? Let's do something silly. Would that... Here's an interesting thought. And make France happy. Naxos means nothing to us. And it would put France into competition with the Ottomans. Surely the Ottomans would want Naxos. Interesting. In fact, let's do that. We'll take their money and send demands. We'll just take the diplomatic power. I don't really want inflation, particularly because we already have a gold mine. In fact, inflation's probably through the roof. Haven't even looked. Oh, it's not too bad actually. Doesn't actually tick up as fast as I thought. But that being said, it's still something we have to be aware of. What else is in this war? Corfu. Where's Corfu? Does anyone... They have a fort. I suppose Naxos does too, don't you? You don't. I wonder if they'll just sell that back to someone. In fact, I can give that to France as well, and really cement their position in Turkey, or Greece, I suppose, more correctly. That's interesting, because we want France to go to war with the Ottomans. Two big powers like that fighting would be fantastic. In fact, will you give me... no. Sue for peace. Will you give me Austria? And will you give France this? You would. Would you give me humiliation? You won't. So we'll wait. That's all good. We can wait. Switzerland, you naughty boys. Damn it. Look at that. Waste of imperial authority. At least I don't really want to do that. How big is our... I think I'd rather rush through them. I'll keep on hold them for now. Let's get some morale. Mostly more for the extra point though, more than anything else. Do we make the Pope happy? I think we do. Improve relations. Are you voting for us? You are. You are not. Surely you want to get out of it. We've got no do. Bring you home. How close are we? 71. If I just humiliate you, I've got 12 and that. Gives us 30 power, so that goes to 51, which means we do get the extra. We do get the extra we'll see what happens. That's unfortunate. I should have just kept it as Austria. We'll get the ticking war score. Have to be at peace, don't we? Yep. Ah dear. We could just humiliate them. I mean, the land's not ultra important, is it? In fact, I will. How much money can I take? 6. No, it's not worth taking money, is it? I'll tell you what I'll do. Humiliate you. Done. Fantastic. First thing we do, pass this reform, which gives build cost and development cost, same for everyone. Gives casus belli on all non-members good, so I should have it casus belli. Venice. There it is. We're gonna need who do you pick? They're all our friends. France is weaker than us. But we've got a royal marriage. Oh! Wow. Well, that's gonna have to wait for next episode, I think. but looks like we will be going after France. Obviously we still want to go after Denmark over here. We still want Brandenburg to attack the Teutonic Order, although should we not have, we can do it ourselves now and just feed Brandenburg. We also have to get our P with Hungary. Lots and lots to do, and not enough time to do it. So I'll just end this episode. Obviously what we're going to do is move our trading port to Holland, and obviously now what we're going to have to do is transfer trade power from the English Channel. So we're pulling that much forward. Transfer trade power to Venice. Let's not do that. From Krakow. And trade power while we're at it. Look at this. We're pulling towards Venice. Why would we do that? Rhineland. We want to pull that way. To there. We need another bloody... What's that done for our trade? I should have checked before I did all that. Let's build a few buildings too. We've got the money for it. I actually like using this one better. It sort of shows you, look at that, 19.2, 13.8. Even 4's not bad. In our capital. So the way the new building system works is they no longer use PowerPoints, it's just money. It's called, and it's building tall. Here you can see in Ghent here we have enough room for 4 buildings. And here, if you get our development up to 20, we'll unlock another slot, and its current development is 19. So they've sort of taken out the monarch points for this and put them into increasing your development. So you can spend admin power to boost this, which helps your spy defense and income, your production, and your manpower. So if you ever find yourself ahead on tech, that's a good way to sync your points. You probably noticed in patches previous to this, you saw that the only other way to spend your points, particularly military, because you couldn't reduce war exhaustion or boost stability or anything, was to build buildings, and if you didn't have the money for it, sort of had no way. But now you can just sink them into building up your manpower, your base manpower in the province. So this development has sort of replaced the base tax, which I think is good. So you can sort of spend time developing your provinces and then your nation overall. So Milan's still in their war. Hopefully they'll take Brescia, which will help this tick up even further. We've still got the votes, but only just. We're going to have to actually marry one of these guys, I think. Doesn't help that Brandenburg isn't voting for us and they're voting for themselves instead. We do have Saxony. I think the Panathite is the other one that sort of makes sense. I think they're big enough to make a difference, but they're already voting for us at the moment. Anyway, we'll leave that for the next episode. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think we should do next, whether our very next move should be go for Hungary. Ooh. I think we're gonna have to. Do we still have that? Shit. Send. 14th. Do we still have that restoration of Union? We do. Look, France. England won't do anything. Attitude. Wow. Can we take both at the same time? I don't think we can. Who hates Hungary? Bohemia and the Ottomans. But the Ottomans won't jump in. Aragon won't. Who hates France? Could we get Spain? We could. Something to be said about that. If we get France to deal with France while we deal with Hungary, then we come and help them. It's worth a shot, but I'll just let that take to next month. Thank you everyone for watching. Please join me in the next episode where we try to get a PU over Hungary and hopefully cut down France a little bit. But do you really want to stab France in the back like that? Oh, tough call, tough call. But yes, in any case, you join me next time. Thank you and goodbye.